Right. Um, the last thing I'll do today is that I will change the setup on my drills over here. Um, and I'm realizing that I might have been taking all the components from out here. Yep. Um, I will have to bring my beetle out here with a lot of components in it. And to do that, I'll just detach. Wrong way again. And back up to the other one. Connect. And then I will take whatever I have here. Not in the cargo. I can't do that because I'm in the cargo container. Sometimes I'm annoyed that I can't connect my, or I won't, because I'm sure I can if I make some juggling around. But that I'm not able to connect my cockpit up to the rest of the cockpit. Sorry. And now I want some steel plates. I got, let's say, 1,000 of those. Over there. And maybe some. Just put them right up there. Wow. Stupid. Yeah, let's just. What? And maybe some small steel tubes. And I think maybe small, just for the sake of it. I'm not sure I'm going to use the metal grids, but I'm just going to take it along. I got the space. And just for the heck of it, because I got the room, I'll take some metal grids. And since I am now running out of hydrogen, I'll just fill these out. I'll fill them up. That is. Okay. And off we go. Reorient myself so I'll have a chance of being able to. Wrong button to steer probably. And let's go over here. I want to reset the drills and get them to drilling out the goal that we need. Whoops. Overcorrecting. Yeah, we should get this drilled out. Well, maybe I'm not. Going downwards. I'm getting good at this. He said, oh, and crashed the ship. Okay, not really. It should be loading over a lot of the stone and gold to my containers, and it does. Right. Actually, I'll just... No, I have a sorter on it, so I can't do that. But, whatever. I will go down and see what I need here. So, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put... Oh, maybe it's better to show you. I'll just throw this down. Put this stuff up. And then this one. Right. Now, I'm sure I'm going to need interior plates for this, because I would like to put... Yep. And I can't access my inventory from here. I should have done that before I took out the drill. Right. Well, live and learn. Where did my interior plates go? There. I'll just take it and takes... Why can't... What? What? Oh, because it's over there. Ooh. Right. Okay. What I wanted to do was to turn off the drill, not to turn off the rotor, because it's still going off. And put some extra of those on, and let's see, and down here, because I want a piston on here. Let's just take that and the drill, because this is what I will be needing. I want a piston here. Oh, I'm cool with that. So that I will be able to push into the ore. I'm not sure that it will take an extra drill there. Cool. And I've been positioning them wrong. Or have I? Or is it just me that's hanging in the air? That's right. Sorry. That's how I lost my orientation. Okay. So much for being able to see what I'm doing down here. What do I need? Steel plate. Yeah. Steel plate. Construction comps. Okay, I'll just go getting some more. Take what's ever in my last cargo container out, and I'm full. And I'm going down, and ow! He must be drunk. Well, I actually did orient them wrong. But never mind, that can actually work in my favor. Small steel tube. All right. Now, I wouldn't be needing that one or that one. that one or that one. There's no room in there. Ah. Because it gets filled up with stone the second I'm in there. Alright. Let's see if this would do the trick. Construction counts. Construction counts. Construction counts. A motor. Motor and construction counts. Motors and construction counts. Motor and construction counts. Right. Let's see if I can get some space in here for motors and construction counts. Well, let's see if that's enough. This to the piston. And this to that one. And this to that one, but it's functional. Okay, fine. The reasons why I have to make this contraption is that the piston only has connectors in the top, which I need for the drill, and on the bottom. So I will have to do this, and to recess it, I have made this kind of thing. That's why I've been drilling all the way around to have the space to put this one on. But now I want to start the drill and start the advanced rotor, and I will set the piston to a very slow velocity, like 0.001, and that should make it possible to, and I just, I need to weld this up, otherwise, right, it won't transfer from here to there. This should make this so slow that it would actually be able to drill out, but I'll just put up the speed on the advanced rotor. It's on 0.01. I'll put it on 0.0. 0.2. And now we'll reverse. I was aware of that. And let's hope that this will take its turn. Otherwise I will maybe explode, and then I'll have to rebuild it. But otherwise I will have to hope that this will be able to go all the way around and hit it. Now, before, because I can see already now that this will kind of miss the spot, I would see if I can put another drill on here. I can, and I quickly weld it up. Hope that I got the stuff that I need. Large steel and computer. But now I can access. Come on. I can't? Christ, I have to go up there because it's a small. Youch. It wasn't in here, was it? It was in the Beetle. It was in the Beetle, right? That's why I couldn't transfer. And construction comps and computers. And I will turn this on. So now I will be drilling 2 stripes. So that should be good. Hopefully I'm not putting the egg on too late, so it will bang in the side before it's extended. But I don't think so. Well. And the sun is setting. This is a perfect day. Okay. Now, this will be the end of this episode, and I will... Right. I have placed down a landing gear, welded it up to make it lock on the floor, and some scaffolding on top of that, because I want to build me a cargo hauler. I will put on a cockpit, and I want to put on, because I didn't get to use it before, I want to put on an industrial. And then I want I want batteries on top here. And I'll do this because 4, I think, actually. Because when I tested this, I actually mounted the cargo containers wrong. And to mount the cargo containers, I actually need something to mount them on. I could mount them on the batteries, but I would like to mount it on here. So I'll just put on some lines, and I will be having trouble welding that one up. So let me just weld that up right now. I'll just take the stripe and weld that up, because once I get all the other stuff on, I would have very hard time welding that up, and I want that structural integrity, so it could take some damage. So I'll just make this line over here. Ah, missed it. And like that, and the welding. I was just welding the power cell there. Right. And I'll just make this scaffold. No, actually I just want to do something else first. I would like to put on the cargo containers, because I want 2 rows of cargo containers, 4 on each side. This actually illustrates very nicely what I was trying to say before. If I'll weld it on here, it can't, because the connection point on the cargo container is actually the middle point. And here it can't be, because it sets, or the batteries goes out over it and takes up the space. I'll have to mount it directly on the battery, either on the side or on the bottom, but the battery doesn't go out far enough. So I'll weld it on here. So you have to be mindful about the mounting spots on your modules when you design. And I'll just have to get out here, and it'll connect to the place where you have your crosshair. There and there. Right. I'll just clean up my mess. Now these have to be connected through some the connectors that sits on the side. But remember what I was saying, that this was connected onto this center here, but now it's also connected to this one that sits over here. So if I continue this line, even though I know I have to grind some of them down later, I should be good to go for my small conveyor junctions to sit. What I'm going to do is in the middle here, I will have to grind that one away. Yeah, understands. And then I will have to put in a small conveyor junction. Small conveyor. I put that down with the, and then I'll put in the conveyor there. And it doesn't say conveyor junction, but we'll live with that because it is. And I'll take that one, and I'll take that one, and I'll take that one, and I'll fill in with the connectors. So now this will be, I just placed that wrong. Again, connection points. Okay, now that was the floor. Now these are connected that way and that way, so things should flow easily. But it's not connected up to the carpet because it has small connection points, and these have large on that side. So I will going to do this, that I will here in the back place a connector. Hold on, you say. I can hear you say that. Connector has only a big connection point. It has a big connection point, but if I just take this one down here, it also has small connector points on the sides. So even I know that if I put this on like this, it won't connect up to anything. But if I use my small connectors and say I have here a tube connected, unable to place, why like that? Is that because what? Oh, that's because it's down here. Jeez. Okay. And I'll just have another one here and a there, and in the middle here another one turning that way, and then a tube turning that way, and the same thing here, a tube, and I just have to position that right because this is not going the right way. Come on, there, and then a curved, so it goes that way, and on the center of this one a curved going that way, and then a tube going that way. Okay, now that is connected.
Energy low.
Alright, I'll just run in and owie, quickly replenish, and I still got one oxygen bottle. And that's about it. Then I need some wheels on this thing. I will have the right one on the right side. and the left one on the left side. I could put on very big wheels, like let's see if I can find 5x5. But I'm not sure that is needed for a small grid thing like this one. So I'll just use this one instead. Put it on here. Right. And on the center, no, actually on the middle of this one, there. And on the outside of that one. Right. Was that my... That was my left wheels that I put on the right side. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Ugh. Okay, I'll write these down. I just accidentally moved something here. That was a cargo container. Now I just have to weld it down to make sure that I actually connected it right. Too fast, because I couldn't see that. That seems about right. And then I'll grind this way instead. And it took that one again! Ah, I hate this. Why does it do that? You have to be very precise. I did take out a cargo container here, and that fits up nicely. Okey-doke. Sometimes I get confused by the scaffolding, and I do this normally that I would weld up while I was doing it, so I have a vision about what I'm doing. But that will take too long for you, so I will take my right wheel and put on here, and then yeah, put it there and put it there. Right. And then I will take my left wheel on my number 8, and I will put it there, and I will put it there, I will put it there. Right. The only thing this thing needs now is lights. So, and I think I'll put a gyro on it just to make sure. So I'll just find some spotlight. And a gyro. Right. And I'll put a lot of lights on. I'll put on a light here, here, and here. 3 on each side. Here, here, and here. And some on the top. And then the gyro in the center. I'll take 2 there. Right. Yeah. And that's, I guess, is about it. I will now get to welding, and I will come back to you when this is done. Right. I have been finishing welding. I've realized I forgot to put on some atmospheric flushers to get us out of trouble if need be. So I put them on, and I am waiting for my production of motors to finish them on this side. And then I done something that I usually never does. I have been thinking in look. I put a line of armor down here, and up here I put a line of armor over there. I'm not good at this, and it probably should be another color. Maybe we'll do that later. But for now, I just want to finish this and get it set up and get out to get all this stuff that we presumably have found that I have gotten over at our drill site. I need motors, that's what I need. That should be enough. That one is done. That one is done. That one is done. That one. Right. Now, what I want to check here at the end is that I've actually access to my cargo containers. I do. Great. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to cut off because of the thrusters. They should be falling pretty slowly, so you don't have to think about the like that. Alright, the first thing I'll do in here is on my G menu, on my I just have to make a group first. K. Atmospheric thrusters. I'll call this, what do I call it? I'll call it Bill. After Bill the Pony, Lord of the Rings. Bill thrusters. Save. Don't want to see you. Bill the thrusters off. Thank you. That'll be a little bit nicer. And I'm here in, and I actually have to to do the same thing about the batteries. Bill battery. Save. Show. And the batteries I will, when it's ready, put to, and the lights put to recharge. I'm speaking in half sentences here. Bill lights. That's not how you spell that. That's better. Nope. And the suspension I'll just leave here for the time being. I will make at one point a left and right suspension to raise and lower the shock absorption and the strength, but for now I'll just keep it at that. In my G menu, I will take my batteries from my groups and I will put recharge on and off. Right now it's on auto. And I will take my thrusters, put that on off, and it's off. Okay. Then I will have my lights here. Toggle block on off. Nah, maybe not. I'll put it over here. And you see automatically it moved over here, which is a big pain in the arse when you are playing with timer blocks and programmable blocks and stuff like that. But that being it, I put it over here so all the things that turns on and off are here. Then I will take my connector, put it on here, switch lock. Now I should be ready for my test drive. I'm ready for my I will on my middle blocks turn steering off, and that should be left 5 and right 2. Yep. And just Porsche. I want power on all the wheels, but and I can see it actually do that 6% there. I will put my power on 50%, and I'll put my strength on 40. That's my standard. Whoopsie. That's my standard settings for that. Let's see if that works. I'll just pull up a little bit and back, and then I will try and steer out. Of course it's dark out there. Once we get out here, it's actually beginning, I guess, to getting daytime. It is. Do not hit the trees. Oh, it's lively. Maybe I should change. Well, never mind. I will get over here. Get up here on the ramp I have not yet smoothed out. And I will forward. And I will see if I can this is tricky. An advice, make yourself a better ramp when you do it. Now, it should be collecting medium cargo container. Yep. Because I have connected all this, my naming of the containers are off. I'll just make that. But it'll be connecting all that stuff. Now, let's see how my drilling is going. It's still going, right? Cool. Right. I got the timing right. Right. That looks nice. Let's see what's in here. I wonder how much I took. All the stone but no gold. That doesn't work. No. I will put this in, and I have no access to my cockpit unless I'm in there. Jeep. Well, then I'll just have to get up and around and yeah. That's the cockpit. Go down and take some of the gold. Alright, I just want to take some gold back. Because I think we have enough stone to keep us going. It seems like I can actually... Okay, that's about what I can take. Alright, I will... disengage and move away. If I'm heavy. Holy moly. Oh. Now, if that's ever be a problem again, I can increase the strength of the wheels. Maybe I'll just before I do that, park. Thank you. And I will, in the case stuff, I will in my front suspension put up the power to 60. That should take care of that. 60? Thank you. You're noticing that I'm not really focusing on the unknown signals anymore. And that is because all that I will actually be able to get from them are new power drills. But I have not yet stop. Man, it's heavy. I have yet to find a... No, I actually have to reverse it. To find a the best tool in one of these. So I'll just leave them be for now. Maybe I'll even turn them off in my settings. Now, let's see if I can get this beast in. Wrong. 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 And reverse. And I just need to, that was way too much. 3 point or 5 point. Back this stuff up. Alright, and I will put my batteries on recharge. I'll turn off my lights and I'll dock. And before I do that, I will just turn on my batteries so that it actually drain. Right. If I do not have my batteries on, I will not be able to drain stuff here. So I'll just go to my refinery, which I cannot access from here because why? It's not connected. Right. Now I can see it. The refinery, that one is processing stone. I want that one to process, not that thing. I want it to process. No, that's become the cockpit. Holy crap. empty. Yeah, in my cargo hold I have only stone, so I have to get all the amount of gold that I can take. I just have to have my personal inventory on here. Okay, then I'll exit and put it in there and I can exit here, right? Actually. take out whatever left in there. Put it in there. Like that. Okay. Now I can see my refineries. And I want that to process the gold. So I'll just take that one there and move it around. Now this will process the gold first and then the stone. Right. I think that was pretty actually good episode. Except I noticed that since my sensor was detecting small ships, when I leave, oh, it does turn on. Cool. That was yeah, right. Great. Thank you. And in here, that works enough, and that still works. Cool. I thought I made a mistake and made these stay on when there were ships in here, but nope, only when I'm in them. Okay, now what I was going to do now is that while that is working away, I will take a break, and I will come back in another episode, and then I will make a mining rig here, and I'll do that by going into the creative mode. In a creative world, design one of the conveyor tubes I need to get out there, and then put on a projector and use the projection of the conveyor line to drill. So I don't have to drill from the top down, but I can actually drill from inside all the way out there and then up. So that'll be the point next time. Right now, I'll just say goodbye and happy building.